last night. It was a late finish for us around 1 a.m. And immediately they've got a game in the early afternoon, keeping everybody on their toes. They're really going through the ringer. Picked up towards mid-wicket, just beyond the inner ring. He's very lucky. There was nobody at that position, and they'll scamper for two. Not a shot that was particularly convincing.
Certainly, and as you were saying, he's looking a bit tentative, but nevertheless, that running between the wickets, I think it looks more. They look more confident today than they were last night. 3 run-outs last night.
Well, that's a stat that nobody would like to know in the Dubai management, especially Mr. Amin Farooq. I'm sure he's well aware, though. Slashed over the top of point. That's his range. And that will be the first boundary of the afternoon.
Again, not very convincing, but I think he got that timing right this time. It was slightly outside that off stump, and he slashed at that. I'm sure they've got that intent coming in.
Typical left-hander's shot, flashing blade, either through or over point. They love to score heavily in that region. So he'll get a boundary to his name. That'll settle the butterflies in the stomach.
Well, Ahmed, talk about Rohit Khan. He's bowling a little fuller today than he usually does. Have you noticed that?
He's certainly looking for that swing, but he has that pace to trouble you with the short ball as well. Once again, heaved over the mid-on. Just the toe end of the bat once again. And it's the middle of the pitch where the ball is just not coming onto the bat, is it?
Certainly, I think Aryan has tried that twice, and he's been lucky to be still in the middle, because it could have gone into long on or short mid-wicket's hand very easily.
Yeah, you need to just take your time on the surface. It's not easy to start blasting the ball like Rohan Mustafa all over the place. What an innings that was yesterday. Oh, just tailing away from him once again. Aryan not getting to the pitch of the ball, always looking to open up the offside.
Certainly, well noticed there, Ahmed. I think he's just being a bit defensive there. He's just waiting for those deliveries which are outside that off stump where he would want to slash. As we see, this was right in the middle, and there we see that swing outside.
There you can see that front foot moving to the right rather than to the left towards the ball. So he needs to get in line with the ball. Try to step into those drives. Hard flick, but straight to mid-on, and a direct hit from Ali Abid. He's looked sharp throughout the tournament. 11 for none at the end of 2. So a sedate start for Team Dubai. 11 for none after 2. I think anything above 150, 160 should be a defendable score with their bowling. Rashid, what do you reckon?
Certainly, I think Ahmed, Dubai has got one of the strongest bowling lineups in the tournament, and they've got that batting as well, but it's just not clicking right now.
Trying to force it down the ground. Fumble by mid-on, otherwise that could have been slightly close. And Abu Dhabi have also made plenty of changes. Atar Rahim was slightly struggling, so he's been taken out of the fire. Ghulam Murtaza, big burly, fast bowling all-rounder. That's a very good inclusion.
Certainly, and he can he packs a punch with the bat as well. He's been scoring so many runs in that 5-6 position. I just wonder where he's going to bat today.
Yeah, especially with the baseball approach in batting. He's a very good addition indeed. Drilled straight to mid-off. Good looking shot there. So now he's finding the sweet spot on his bat, but not the gaps.
Abu Dhabi fielding those 3 changes. I think that will be very interesting to see today. They've had that brilliance with the bat, and they haven't been doing too well with the ball, which has been their problem. I think that's 5th bowler, which is why I think Ghulam Murtaza is coming in as that all-rounder.
Very good option indeed, you're right. Oh, once again, that ball that nips off the surface. He's already edged one to the slip cordon. And Zia Mukhtar seems to have his number right now.
But very interesting to see that even after that last ball, which had gone to the slip, Ali Abid has opted to take that slip out, which I think is a bit defensive there.
Totally agree with you. They were looking edgy around their off stump. Why not keep that slip in place? There's no catching extra cover either. Slight catching mid wicket, a few yards in from the inner ring, but certainly a very defensive looking field for both these batters. Oh, once again, Ronak looking to tee off over mid wicket, not keeping his eye on the ball.
And going a bit across the line, I think he should have tried to play that over mid off, which would have given him more purchase there.
Just seems a bit out of touch here. He's looking for that one shot out of the middle that will get him going. He has the striking ability, but sometimes the processes do not match the execution. 2 of 6 so far. Big shot down the ground and straight to mid on. Takes a smart catch. And Ronak Panoli, well, it just didn't look like it would be his day.
Looked very sluggish today, Ronak Panoli, not getting to the pitch of the ball. That ball wasn't there to be hit over long on, and he's just gone for it without reaching to the ball, and he's paid with it with his wicket.
Yeah, that shot lacked conviction. Just toe end of the bat and a good catch by the new addition to the side, Shah Faisal. So early blow to Dubai once again, the top order firing blanks. 13 for 1. Taimur Ali coming in at number 3. Well, he's been in slightly better form, and I think this is the right move.
Most certainly, look at that strike rate, 89. Not all that great, but he's much better player than that. Average of 26. He's got 78 runs in 4 matches. He looked a bit more confident last night, Ahmed, when we were looking at his batting and we were talking about that.
Yeah, I played a very decent knock yesterday. Just couldn't quite get the side over the line, but they still managed to get the W. Technically correct player, and it's early days in D20 so far, and we've seen these pitches have been tough for batting, so you can understand that low strike rate.
Certainly. With that, I think it's the end of the over. 13 for 1, Dubai.
Rohit Khan continues for his second over. Oh, Aryan, well, he went on a fishing expedition there. Nowhere near the ball.
Dubai batters not looking all that fluent. Ahmed, and I think this has been their problem. Oh, trying to bit too hard there, Aryan.
Yeah, I think Dubai needs to be smart about the top order. Get the batters that are in form like Taimur Ali, Safir Tariq, pardon me. Wicketkeeper batter. He can bat in the top 3 too. Oh, leading edge. Playing across the line to a swinging delivery. That's asking for trouble.
Certainly, and I think they haven't read the pitch well. It's not a pitch where you can just go in and play those flashy drives or on the up shots as you mentioned earlier. They have to make sure that they survive this new ball early on.
Absolutely spot on. You need to respect the conditions. You need to look to bat 120 balls, not your quick fire 15 20 runs. Once again, right on the money. Chance for a run out here. Rohit, he's a super athlete, but that was a well judged single.
And his partner responding to that, I think that has been the key there. They have had their share of unfortunate events last night, and I'm sure they'll have spoken about it in the dugout. And we see straight away good communication there between the two.
Yeah, he's a willing runner between the wickets, Taimur Ali. And deceptively has that power game against the spinners as well. Sometimes I feel he doesn't express himself enough at the crease. Is preoccupied with just staying there, being the anchor, trying to play the complete overs. Oh, just squeezed away behind the point fielder, and he will get off the mark.
We've seen some brilliance from these Dubai batters throughout, and the only problem I feel that they have is they haven't been able to convert once they get that start. They don't really rotate the strike well. They get those boundaries though in the over, but that ending hasn't been there.
Yeah, we saw Aryan get into the 20s. Ronak got into the 20s last night, then chopped onto the stumps. Safir Tariq was looking good but didn't play through. Taimur Ali also gifted his wicket. Lofted shot over extra cover in the gap. And they will push for two here. Jonathan Figgy, new inclusion into the side. Another exciting young talent. Stylish left-hander.
Very interesting. Jonathan Figgy, another youngster who's got a lot of talent, and I'm sure he'll want to express himself into today's game.
Yeah, I'm sure he was chomping at the bit here to get his opportunity in the D20 this season. Oh, it's a top edge. There is a deep fine leg. It would drop in front of him. Shah Faisal. Well, he bowled according to his field, but Aryan got very, very lucky there. End of the over then. Only 5 runs off it. 18 for 1. So it's the new addition to the side, Shah Faisal, left arm seamer. A beautiful flick by Aryan. And the deep square leg. Well, where was he running around there? Placed perfectly. And they'll pick up a boundary.
Good shot there by Aryan Lakra, getting that timing in, I think, and I think they will be looking at getting those runs from Shah Faisal. He's the new inclusion, as we see, drifting towards that leg stump, and Aryan making the most of it. The fielder there running all around it.
Yeah, that was not a great sprint there at all. But an early boundary in the over. Aryan, 18 of 16 in the blink of an eye. They need him to play a big innings. He has that caliber. Once again, going across the line. That kept a touch low though.
And was a slower one as well. But straight away after that boundary, we see a change in field. That slip has come out and come towards that mid-wicket region.
Yeah, Shah Faisal not really getting that ball to zip through. So they've kept the catching fielders in front of the batter rather than behind. Looks a sluggish surface so far, especially when you bowl that back of a length. So maybe that could be the plan. Use that area of the crease, force the batters to play across the line. maybe you could be in business. 22 for 1. It's been a sedate start for Team Dubai. And cracked over point. That's Aryan Lakra at his best.
As soon as that field was changed, they got the third man into the circle and a long on deep. He's gone over that region, over that point, and third man reaching for a boundary.
That's a fabulous shot. Fast hands. Got low underneath the ball, and look at that bat speed. Brilliant hit.
Finally, we see some timing from Aryan Lakra. I think he's started to read the pitch well.
Yeah, if he gets going, we'll be in for some fireworks. Squeezed away straight to short third. Chance for a run out. Oh, Taimur Ali was in trouble there.
That was really close. Very close there. Taimur, too willing to run, take those singles, I think.
Yeah, credit to him. He didn't hesitate. But this looks very close. Rohit Khan. Oh, he was gone. That was a bullet throw. And Rohit will be disappointed he missed.
That would have been curtains straight away. And Dubai do not want that. They've already seen their share of run-outs.
Yeah, they had 3 yesterday and a couple more in the matches before. Certainly a lot of confusion. The calling is not precise. But fair enough. Taimur Ali lives to see another day. Beautifully slicing the ball, but straight to backward point. Osama Hassan Shah, the stand-in captain there. So Shah Faisal hit for 2 boundaries in that over, but I think he's realized now I need to bowl a lot straighter. Any width, and that is where Aryan Lakra will cash in. Current run rate still only above 5. It's not too bad. And this Abu Dhabi side has looked very enterprising throughout the D20.
Most certainly, and especially when they're chasing a total. I think that's when their A game comes in.
Or chipped in the air. And there's nobody out there at deep cover. Just caressed over the top of that inner ring for a boundary. Good shot by Taimur Ali. He's looking in good touch. 31 for 1 at the end of 5. Change in the bowling. It's the mystery spinner Mazhar Bashir to bowl the final over of power play from the far end. He has taken a long off and a deep mid wicket. 11 wickets in D20 so far. Excellent economy rate. He is hard to pick out of the hand and gets that drift on the ball. Oh, pick up shot, and once again Aryan Lakra has gifted his wicket to short fine leg. Can you believe it?
A very soft dismissal and a very good change by Ali Abed. Nothing ball there and nothing short. So disturbing cricket there all around.
Well, twice in this tournament he's lobbed a catch to short fine leg, and once he's been run out by his partner. My goodness. He's had wretched luck in the D20. But Team Abu Dhabi, they could care less. Aryan gone for 23 of 20. He was looking so good. Dubai 31 for 2. Punya Mehra, the new batter in for Dubai, another budding youngster, former UAE under 19. 450 runs in D20 for him, 250s to his name. That strike rate could use a bit of improvement, but he's certainly a quality young player.
Certainly very talented, Punya Mehra. I think the right move here by Dubai. He's a very good player of the spin. The only problem I see with him is that running between the wickets, and Taimur and him, I think that'll be a problem for them.
Good looking drive through extra cover. Slightly offered some width, and he's dispatched it to the boundary in style.
What good timing there by Punya Mehra. That was slightly outside the off stump, over pitched, but Punya, facing his first delivery, he'll be very confident after this shot.
Fantastic flowing extra cover drive. Look at that. Just waited on it, and into the gap with perfection. No chance for Mohammad Rohit. And solidly behind that one as well. He does get that drift in the air, Mazhar Bashir.
Well, I've been following Mazhar Bashir for quite a while, and I think he's a brilliant bowler. He's got that mystery to himself, but the only problem is he doesn't know which side of the bed he wakes up to.
Oh, look at that googly, beautifully bowled. That caught Punya completely by surprise. Fantastic bowling.
Slightly slower in the air, and as you mentioned properly, look at that. That was the off spin. It wasn't the googly, I think.
You're absolutely spot on. Turning into the right-hander. And this one, back of a length. Missed out on that cut shot, but he's mixing it up nicely here, Mazhar.
And certainly mixing up his speed as well of the deliveries.
They need Punya Mehra to bat deep today. Nicely manipulated towards that long on, and he will keep the strike. So, run rate of 6 in the power play. Not bad and not great for Team Dubai. 36 for 2. Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the power play then. It was Ronak Panoli who looked very scratchy, was getting frustrated at the crease. This was Aryan Lakra starting off confidently, flashed over point. That was his region. And Ronak, well, he was frustrated and eventually holed out. Good catch at mid-on to Shah Faisal. And Aryan started smacking the ball over that covering. This was a beautifully placed shot over extra cover by Taimur Ali for a 4. But then disaster struck Aryan Lakra once again with that scoop. Straight to that short fine leg. It's twice in the tournament he's gotten out that way. He must be tearing his very short hair out.
Most certainly, I think he just gets so livid with himself when he gets those starts and isn't able to convert them. But I think at this point, Abu Dhabi would be very happy. Advantage to Abu Dhabi getting those 2 wickets.
Well, I can feel the pain in your voice being the former manager of the Dubai state team. These boys are very dear to your heart, and you want them to be successful in the D20. So I can feel that slight sadness. Meanwhile, Shah Faisal will continue from the com box end. Now the field is spread for him. Beautiful shot. Punya is really nailing the ball tonight.
He's middling them well. I think he should make the most of it and make sure he stays till the end. Now that Aryan, beg your pardon, has lost his wicket, he needs to make sure that he stays till the end and plays that anchor role for Dubai.
They certainly need someone to bat through with Taimur Ali. Then you have Ramiz Shahzad, the big hitter. Nicely squeezed away to point for 1. So Taimur Ali, the more senior, experienced campaigner, been in good form as well. They need him to show his quality. Backward point is standing in very close. Oh, and they wanted to tempt him into playing that ball. So there seems to be a game plan here for Team Abu Dhabi.
Certainly, I think they're eyeing. They want Taimur to hit towards that longer side of the boundary, which is why we see Shah Faisal not bowling all that quick. That was a slower one. Very interesting field placing here by Ali Abid. He's got the short fine leg. He's got the point, he's got the deep cover and the deep third man with a long off and a long on.
Yeah, confusing plans. But Shah Faisal bowling quite accurately. He's not that quick, but he bowls in the right areas. Will get that ball to nip off the surface. Yeah, I don't understand the need for having a deep square leg and a deep third and a deep cover. It's just posting fielders without a concise game plan. Let's see what he comes up with. Mid wicket is in the ring, as is the fine leg. Oh, bottom edge. Well, he certainly found the right area on this pitch because Taimur Ali is not able to get him away.
Certainly, I think he was trying to eye that region between the sweeper cover and the long off, that extra cover region. He's strong there, but I don't understand one thing. He's got that mid-wicket fielder in the circle, but he's not on a saving position. He's not on a single saving position. Beg your pardon. He's just coming from the edge of the circle.
Yeah, he's just posted there to complete the four in the ring, isn't he? Not really have a real function. Oh, and had a dip at that one. Once again, a slightly lazy shot there from Taimur Ali. He needs to go hard at that ball.
Well pointed there, Ahmed. I think that is the right thing. With that, it's the end of the over. 37 for the loss of 2 wickets, Dubai.
Mazhar Bashir will continue. Let's take a look at the field for him outside the power play. Then there's a long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square, and deep cover orthodox spinners field. That is a lot more understandable for me. Only conceded 5 in his first over. And the wicket of Aryan. That's well down the leg side. He's trying to mix it up here. Keep the right-hander honest.
He'll have his tail up after that wicket he's taken. But that one fielder at the point region, I think that'll be interesting for Punia.
Oh, that one was turning into him. Didn't read it off the hand. So certainly the scoring has hit the brakes after the power play.
It does look like a very slow wicket, and I think anything over that 135, 140 mark would be a challenging total.
Certainly. I think we'll have to reassess. Good running once again. Like you mentioned, Taimur Ali is ever willing. He's not going to refuse a single, whether he's in danger or not, as we saw on that occasion with Rohit. Once again, these are free runs being gifted by Mazhar Bashir.
Mazhar Bashir trying that Aryan Lakra wicket ball again. But I think Dubai has learned from their mistakes and nobody's going to do that again.
Well, the positive thing is there is turn out there. Chipped in the air, just short of the mid-wicket. Once again, not getting to the pitch of the ball. And very, very lucky there, Punya.
Well, we'll have to see the pitch and read it well because that got stuck into the wicket.
He's found a good area on this pitch. And he's mixing it up beautifully.
I think that's what Dubai needs to do. They just need to make sure they keep rotating the strike, pick up those 6 runs in an over, get a partnership in, play till the 12th or the 13th over, the same pair, and then go all out in the last 7.
Yeah, they certainly have some big hitters of the ball in Ramesh Shehzad, Safir Tariq, Abdul Malik, Shahid Nawaz as well, with that match-winning cameo. Mubin Ali as well.
And they've got Ahmed Shafiq as well, who hit the winning runs last night.
That was a wonderful shot indeed. Oh, inside edge. That's a brilliant over from Mazhar. 43 for 2 at the end of 8. So only 7 runs in the 2 overs since power play. Team Abu Dhabi hitting a break on the scoring, and something has got to give. Shah Faisal will continue. He likes to bowl his 4 overs on the trot. More of a stock bowler that rather than a pure aggressive option like Zia or Rohit, but he offers a lot of control in the middle overs. Big shot towards mid wicket, but there is a sweeper posted out there, so they have all the angles covered here, and Dubai will have to do something.
Most certainly, and I think they don't have to do anything out of the box. They just need to make sure, like we were talking about, that partnership which they haven't been getting in this tournament. That 7 to 13 overs, that is where they have been having that problem.
Absolutely losing wickets in clumps, not building momentum. Beautiful punch through extra cover, but straight to Ali Abid. He is timing the ball well, just not finding the gaps.
Certainly, I think it's just that confidence missing there from Punya Mehra. He's a brilliant player. He's got all the shots in the book. He plays a very beautiful sweep shot and that cut behind that point region.
Oh, this could be a run out. Can you believe it, Taimur Ali? Another disastrous moment for Team Dubai. Not getting back into his crease, and Shah Faisal has produced a wicket out of nothing.
Most unfortunate. And Dubai side running out of luck there. Well, a straight shot, and he's gotten a hand to that. And Taimur, no chance there at all. He's backing up too much.
Well, how unlucky is he? Has to head back to the dugout due to no fault of his own. 8 of 11, and Dubai in trouble once again. 44 for 3. Safir Tariq, the wicket keeper, the new batter in for Team Dubai. Once again, they're having the quirkiest, strangest dismissals in the D20. Their batsmen are tripping over. They're finding that short fine leg fielder now. A bowler back drive chopped onto the stumps. Nicely tucked around the corner. Well, what's happening here, Rashid? You're the ex-manager of Dubai.
I think they're just running out of luck there. Nothing more than that, I can say.
Seriously. Might need to see a witch doctor or something. There is a jinx over this side. Meanwhile, this man has been a wonderful addition to the squad, Safir Tariq, making those crucial runs in the lower middle order.
Certainly, and a very class player. The one thing I like about him is that he's got that positive intent and the timing he gets on a slow wicket as well.
Yeah, he's been very underrated throughout his career. Oh, pitch of a delivery. Kamranatha with a late appeal, but I think that was just the bat hitting the pitch.
Certainly, I think that was the bat grazing the ground there. Safir Tariq not getting his feet to move. I think just a bit rigid early in the morning.
Yeah, early to the crease, early to the ground. Of course, they played the final fixture last night, so they might be a bit stiff. Pulled away, not with a lot of power, but he will get off the mark quite safely. This is a very good spell from Shah Faisal. 46 for 3 at the end of 9 overs. Well, let's give you a Dafa News fun fact then. Sir Garfield Sobers, the legendary West Indian all-rounder, has an ODI batting average of 0. He has played only one ODI and got out on a duck. Well, one of the greats of the game. Perhaps white ball cricket, well, it was red ball cricket then, not quite his cup of tea. But imagine him in his prime in this T20 era. He would have been something incredible, Rashid.
Absolutely. What a player he was. Sir Garfield Sobers. That fun news fun fact there.
And he was somebody who we read about, we saw clips about. He just captured your imagination. That Caribbean flair and that match winning spirit. Meanwhile, Mazhar Bashir continues his spell for Abu Dhabi. A big shot. You could hear the crack of the willow, and that's excellent fielding at deep mid wicket. Saved a certain boundary.
That intent we were talking about from Safir Tariq and that timing. I think that's the second delivery he's faced, and he's got brilliant timing on that. Third, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, he's a very good player of spin. Both him and Punya are, in fact. Oh, looking for that glide. It was too close. And Punya Mehra trying to be a bit too fanciful there.
Over adventurous, I think. I mean, Punya has got all the shots in the book. Why try that cheeky shots? He can get it to drive that towards that long off region and get an easy single rather than taking that risk.
There you go. That pull shot comes out to wideish long on. There should be two here. Oh, wonderful teamwork there in the deep by Team Abu Dhabi. That's what happens to a side that is well settled. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses as well. The chemistry between them is very good.
Most certainly, and they're definitely putting their bodies behind that ball, throwing their bodies all around the park.
Yeah, really working hard. Beautiful back cut, but couldn't find the gap. The rare opportunity to get some free runs, and they found the fielder there.
Could have done better there, Punya Mehra. Just one fielder station there.
I do feel his frustration is building. 11 off 17. Once again, inner half of the bat. This is a delightful spell here from Mazhar Bashir. He's mixing it up beautifully.
They do look under pressure, Punya Mehra, but I think he just needs to calm down and make sure he stays there, which has been the problem for Dubai.
Yeah, just hang in there. It's still only the halfway stage of the game. 50 for 3 after 10 overs, and we'll have a drinks break. Well, then, mark your calendars. The 13th of January is the brand new ILT20, the UAE T20 Franchise League. 6 teams participating and hunting for glory. What an exciting tournament that's going to be, Rashid.
I've got my dancing shoes out already.
Wow, well, there we go. Time for Halla Halla with Badshah. Meanwhile, it's going to be a change in the bowling. The captain, Ali Abid, stepping into the fray. Bowls brisk medium pace. What could be the reason behind this bowling change, you reckon?
Well, I think he's just picking up his options and making sure at the end of the innings, when it's towards that end, he's got a lot of options in his pocket to use whoever he wants.
Only 1 wicket in D20, and that economy rate is pretty filthy as well. Not a regular bowler by any means, but I reckon Ghulam Murtaza still not fully fit to bowl just yet. Otherwise, he would have given him a good spell. Outside edge, squeezed away. Good fielding at short third. Jonathan Figgy there, very sharp in the outfield.
Well, you mentioned Ghulam Murtaza. I think that could be one of the reasons he hasn't got that fifth bowler probably, and he's trying to squeeze in some of the overs here when Dubai is under certain pressure of losing those 3 wickets.
Yeah, I haven't seen Zubair Khan in the side. He's a big loss. Left arm spinner, quality bowler. Good looking punch there. Stepping into the drive there, Safir. And they'll pick up an easy 2 wideish long off. That's what you need to do. If you're not getting the boundaries, just try to take those quick doubles.
And well, we've been talking about this, Ahmed. I think this wicket is not such that you can get those easy boundaries. The ball isn't coming onto the bat, as Abid Ibrahim mentioned during the toss. It's a sluggish wicket.
Yeah, it's certainly hard to overpower the bowler. You have to use the angles, play the ball behind square, deflect it around. And that game suits Safir Tariq, but let's see if Punya is capable of that as well.
But looking at Safir Tariq, I think he was ball watching again. He was ball watching last night when he got run out, and he was doing the same right now.
And how the tables flipped over in that match when he got run out. Back to back wickets lost. But thankfully, Dubai got over the line. Oh, it's outside edge, just beyond the extra cover fielder. How lucky Punya Mehra.
Dubai living on the edge. But they've had their unfortunate events during this match.
Yeah, a bit of an off cutter there, and Zia Mukhtar just couldn't get there. Very, very lucky. He's living a charmed life. Punya Mehra this afternoon. Maybe it will pay off eventually. Current run rate just hovering around 5. Chipped into mid wicket. Fielder is on the fence, and they're pushing for 2 on the throw. And that's a run out. It was coming. And once again, misjudging. And Rohit Khan, brilliant fielding from mid wicket.
Very good throw there by Rohit Khan. Charged on that delivery. And there was never 2 there. I think very adventurous there by Dubai. Losing yet another wicket to those dreaded runouts.
Punya Mehra sold down the river by Safir Tariq this time. He is well short, yards short. Never had a chance. Back-to-back runouts for Punya now. Ali Abid making no mistake. And once again, Dubai are on the back foot. 56 for 4. We'll correct that in just a moment. Punya Mehra run out. And with that, we'll make a change in the com box. It's going to be Shoaib Ahmed and Abid Ibrahim taking over.
Well, Shahid Nawaz comes in as me and Shoaib Ahmed comes in the com box. Well, very interesting phase of the game here. Thank you very much, AZ Ahmed Khwaja and Mohammed Rashid. Very watchful there, and why not? This wicket is not an easy wicket to bat on, Shoaib. That's slow and it plays its part when it's bright day out there.
Good afternoon, Abid. Good afternoon, everyone. Absolutely spot on. This wicket is a different wicket when it's under the sun, and when it's under the lights, it plays a different character. A lot more easier to bat on. Meanwhile, Shahid Nawaz, the all-rounder, is out for Dubai. 45 runs for him in 5 matches so far. A very healthy strike rate of 180. That is what Dubai will need here.
Yeah, that seems to be a distance from here. They'll definitely need to bat well. At least 140 should be on board, I think. Nothing less than that for Dubai. And it was Ramiz Shehzad, the captain, who himself opted to bat first.
Big swing from Shahid. They're looking for 2. They don't want to run out now. Yes, I think it was an interesting call from Ramesh Shehzad to bat first after winning the toss.
But where is he? 4 wickets are down. He's yet to come.
I think he's going to play the role of a finisher. Will come out in the death and try to slog and get some important runs for Dubai. Not a bad idea, I think.
Well, my point of view is completely different than that, Shoaib. I think your team needs you here because you can prevent that collapse. Right now, you see Dubai is 4 wickets down with just 57 runs on board. If Ramesh would have been there, that maybe 2 wickets he could have prevented by playing a little slow, and he also would have a little bit of a time to settle and watch the wicket how it plays.
I think the reason behind him demoting himself is that he's been a part of that collapse for a few times already in the tournament. So he's wanting to come down and try and get some runs at the lower half. Meanwhile, we'll talk about that. I'm sure Abid has a lot to give. 12 overs, 57 for 4. Dafa News fun facts. Kapil Dev's famous unbeaten 175 against Zimbabwe at the 1983 World Cup was never recorded due to the match not being broadcast. He achieved this feat after India were down to 17 for 5 at one point.
Yeah, I think Dubai must be feeling a lot better now.
Yes, after reading that fact. And they'll want Rambo, Ramesh Shehzad, to play that innings of Kapil Dev.
Yeah, but in 1983, this beautiful game was a lot difficult for the batters. There was the thin bat. Oh, the swinging delivery, that one. There used to be a red ball, even in the one dayers. So a lot has been changed.
Yes, absolutely. That delivery right on the money from Ali Abid.
Now he's getting some movement off the seam. If you see, it's almost 12 and a half. Oh, this one has been belted, smoked, and gone for half a dozen. What a cracking shot from Safi Tariq. He's the man for Dubai, who's in form and scoring runs as well.
And that was a good hit. It was in the slot, but you still have to put them away. That was just a half volley. And Safi Tariq does well to play it over long on and gets 6 runs.
Yeah, that's better way to do it. When you just hit that six, immediately get to the other end. That's how you need to play more. I think if you get a 10 runs from here onwards, you'll still be able to put a handsome total on board.
Just 10 runs from here on will be 70 more, and that will be a decent total for Dubai.
And as mentioned, Ramesh Shehzad at the toss that he was saying that the bowlers are doing a fine job. They rely a lot on their bowling, as their batting has not been clicking well altogether. Splice of the bat and not getting a timing on it. Got a little hurried on him, and still they managed to take a single.
It's 8 runs of this over, one more ball to go.
It's quite a bit of a challenge also for Dubai that they played the last game last night. A flick on the onside. They'll be asking for two. And now I think there should have been two. But Safi needed a little faster partner out there than Shahid Nawaz. It's 66 for 4 at the end of 13 Dubai. There's a last over going for a 9, but they need to look a little better than that. One boundary or a 6 is much needed here. Spin attack in the air, taken. What a catch and what a moment. It's a big wicket. Shafi Tariq, the wicket keeper batter. The man in form has departs.
Well, it is Osama. Osama who's bowling his first over, first ball, and he's taken a wicket of Safir. Outside off or nothing delivery, to be honest. Wanted to cut that, finds the fielder. Wicket number 5 down. As Safir Tariq takes a slow walk back, scoring a runner ball 14. It's 66 for 5.
Excellent bowling, excellent bowling. Right arm over, 5 to come. Lovely ball, Osama, lovely ball. Check करना जरा.
Well, there you go. Come with the man. It's the captain, Ramesh Shehzad, who's walked in now at the number 7. And is immediately off the mark with a single. He opens his account. Got a bit of a loose delivery there. He could have put that one anywhere he would like.
That shows that he's not in the best of form, Ramesh Shehzad. We saw him that he's not been able to score runs, and that is why that always is on your mind, regardless of how good a player you are. If you're not getting runs, it does bother you. Ramesh will need some time. I think it's important for Dubai to get Ramesh going, because if he can get those runs, Dubai will always be in a comfortable position.
Flighted delivery, big shout, and the umpire is unmoved. I'm sure that bat has hit the surface.
Now you can see, Abid, the ball was not Not too difficult to play. It was a full delivery, a straight delivery, but still Ramiz has missed that ball.
And this one is connected well. Yeah, I can certainly understand it's too early for you as well. That's what I was mentioning earlier, that he should have come slightly up to the order because he's a kind of a player, an impactful player. Wherever and whichever team he represents, he plays a very, very crucial role in that. A team heavily relies on this man, and he need to carry that image of his. 69 for 5 at the end of 14, Dubai. Ali Abid, it's captain, captain, just glided and off to a single. Shies at the stumps. Could have been a close call if that would have hit the stumps.
Yes, runouts have been a nemesis for Dubai. They don't want any more runouts.
Oh, this one has been punched onto the cow corner. That went sailing over the fielder, and a maximum is the result. Shahid Nawaz. Well, the big man, when he hits, it stays a hit. Huge six on the onside.
That is why he was sent up the order. That is his role, to hit the ball hard and long. This one just clearing his front leg and playing it from the offside to the onside needs some doing.
Yeah, definitely. And even that ball was going away from the right hander. So glorious timing. That was heading towards the car park. There you go, another one. Gets the feather edge. And the ball runs down to the third for 4.
Yes, again, that wild swing from Shahid Nawaz. Thickish outside edge. Ali Abid has been expensive in this over. And I think they will want to take on that gentle medium pace of Ali Abid. This is a great opportunity for Dubai to get some runs for themselves. Attack Ali Abid and try to get as many as they can.
Yeah, 10 of 2, 11 already in the over. No wonder Ramis is asking Shahid to play the more of the deliveries here. And even he's not happy with himself. Missed out an opportunity that was a full toss delivery. Could have been put away anywhere he would like. But they ended up by single. I think he need to little bit hold himself back. There's a plenty of more overs to go.
That was a ball that should have been hit. Missed it on that occasion. 12 runs already in this over. Make that 13. There you go. He's running quick between the wickets.
One thing is Team Abu Dhabi has done wonderful is that they've worked on their fielding. I think they are much improved team as a fielding unit.
Last ball of the over. On the pads. Wanted to go big this time as well. Shahid Nawaz using his feet, coming down the track. But couldn't get back to ball. A dot ball to end the over. 15 overs have been bowled. 5 more to go. Dubai are 82 for 5. 15 overs, 82 for 5. Zia is the new man in. A wicket for him, and just 4 runs, Abid, in the 2 overs.
Yeah, he set the platform for them at least. A lot of protection on the own side. A 3-man patrolling that area in the mid of his up. Rainbow might try to go up and over. He's trying to bring that ball in with the angle. Smart move there. And perhaps Ramiz seems to be much smarter. He won't Shahid Nawaz to take the charge. For now at least, until Shahid is there, he will not take the charge.
Yes, Ramiz has to stay there till the end. We've said that every time he's come out to bat. But that's the ultimate truth for Dubai. It's important that Ramiz scores runs.
Yeah, we have said quite a bit of a time that he need to stay around right till the end, and every time he disappointed us in this edition so far. A little bit of a concern on his batting. Couldn't connect there. And Shahid, we have seen him hitting those very, very hard punches on the own side. Then why do you need to be cheeky?
I wanted to go fine, over fine leg. Shahid. And immediately you can see Ramesh Shahzad coming up to him and giving him some advice, some tips.
And that could be back in his mind as well because the fine leg is up. This could be a tempting one. Yeah, missing out there. A slower one from Zia. He's a smart bowler. Took the pace off.
Yeah, that's good bowling. That's very good bowling from Zia. Changing the pace on every delivery and in every over is just the right plan and has worked time and time again for bowlers on this wicket.
And this time closer to the stumps. Yeah, very well bowled there. Zia is just trying to come in with the angle. That's the first one, which was close to the stumps.
Just one run in the 3 deliveries that he has bowled.
The 4 deliveries. It's the first one where Ramesh played with the single. Now, that's the difference, Shoaib. When you can take singles, why do you want to charge? Missing it again. That's a 4 deliveries gone for duck.
Yes, 4 dot balls back to back after that first run. Let's look at those 4 deliveries. This is the ball number 1 for Shahid Nawaz, wanted to scoop it. Ball number 2 was a slower delivery. Number 3 was almost a Yorker length delivery. And then the fourth delivery was the length delivery, quick and short. This is smart bowling. Very well done, Zia.
And the final one, he's nailed him out. Bowled it around the stumps and knocked him out. What a beautiful piece of delivery that is. And now that is what we call setting up the batter to get him out. Shahid Nawaz missed out on 4 occasions, and the 5th one was his demise.
Oh yes, what a great spell this has been from Zia. Let's look at that again. On the stumps, on the top of middle, brilliantly bowled. I think one of the best overs we've seen so far. Zia gets a wicket on the last ball. It is Shahid Nawaz who's walking back after scoring 14 of 17. Dubai are 84 for 6.
Mohit to ball now. It's Ramesh Shahzad who's started scoring runs. And he's pushing for two, which is good sign for Dubai.
Very impressed with this young man, Rohit. He's again one of the finds of the tournament, and he's a left-arm bowler, so obviously,
Yeah, I can make it out, Shoaib. You don't need to say that. Yeah, vice versa for you as well, that you would feel that you could have replaced him.
no, no, not that much. Thank you very much, Abid. But yes, him and Jawadullah as well. I think
Yes.
both these bowlers are some special talent and the future of UAE cricket.
And indeed, it's good to see competition in that department. As the fast bowling department, we had Zahoor Khan and Junaid Siddiqui. They've been covering that job for years now. And it's very, very important to have a backup in the fast bowling department. It's a debut tour for both the young man, Mohammad Rohit, playing its first Emirates D20, and Jawadullah as well. Just slightly uppish, but straight to the fielder, Osama. No chance of a run. So that's what it's very important to perform on your first go.
Yes, first impression is the last impression. And they've had good impressions from whatever we've seen in this tournament. Jawadullah for Emirates Blues and Rohit for Abu Dhabi.
Oh, he's quick. I read on him. And Malik is yet to get a wake-up call. I think that would be certainly a wake-up call for him.
Oh, that was quick and sharp and well directed as well from Rohit.
Yeah, not an easy to bat in this surface when it's a day game. I'm sure Dubai knows this, and they'll use that this first innings behavior of the deck into their bowling. This one is gone on the onside, swiveled and got a 4 runs.
Yes, not the best of connections from Ramiz Shahzad, but he'll take it. Wanted to play it somewhere behind square, gets the top edge, flies over fine leg. But important runs coming in for Dubai. They need a lot more of those. Again, a well-directed ball from Rohit. I think he was beaten by the pace, Ramiz Shahzad. He went for the shot anyway, and he's got 4.
Well, it's getting quicker for Ramesh Shahzad. That clear indication this boy is too quick. Makes room, goes towards third. Could have been a chance if he would have just tried a bit more than this, but I think he's choose to be smart to save the boundary there. It's 93 for 6 at the end of 17 Dubai.
Okay. 59, right? Jaldi yaar, jaldi yaar.
Another fun fact brought to you by the Fun News. In the semi-finals of the 1982-83 Ranji Trophy, Sunil Gavaskar came in at number 7 and batted left-handed in order to overcome the threat of left-arm spinner Raghuram Bhatt. And he did. It did work for him. It didn't get out to him at least. Sunil Gavaskar, a legend of the game.
Yeah, very few can do something out of the books. This one hit on the onside straight to the fielder. Well, I'm not sure what this Dafa News fun facts are up to. Whenever we are together, they are just taking us back to the 80s. Earlier, we've been talking about 83, now 82 and 83. What is the indication?
The indication is that all this was before we were born, so we didn't know about that. We're too young, so we need to know about those fun facts.
It was Mudassir Ali who was young. Now, we were not born yet.
Mudassir Ali was playing that Ranji Trophy.
Yeah. could be the right hand off spinner there alongside Ratnam.
Raghuram Bhatt.
Yeah. Pardon me. That goes up in the air. Oh, what a catch that is! They are electrifying in the outfield. Leading edge of Malik ended up into the hand of Osama. Well, he must be wondering what went wrong there. Couldn't read the movement, late movement, taking his eyes off the ball on a very last moment.
One of the best spells again, like I said, from Zia in this tournament. Slower delivery and just played it way too early, leading edge. And what a good catch that is. A very, very good catch from Osama. Well done. It was not easy running backwards. He didn't have a great day yesterday, but I think he's redeemed himself today with that catch. Abdul Malik gone after scoring 1 of 3, and Dubai are in trouble. 94 for 7.
Well, it's Mubin Ali, the new man in. Yeah, that strike rate is handy. Not sure about the average. You don't have much time left in the game. You need to get some runs. 3 wickets for Zia Mukhtar. Well, clearly deserving one. Is bowled really well.
Oh, yes, he's definitely done the job for his side, Zia. First spell, he got 1 wicket and just gave away a few runs. And in this spell, he's got 2 already. Another, make that 3. Make that 3. Yes, make that 3. Another wicket. 4 for Zia as he is just taking wickets for fun. And it is Mubin who wanted to go big towards long on, has found the fielder in fact, and that will be another wicket down for Dubai.
It could be a challenge here for any batter come down at the centre and go for the big shots. It's not an easy. Over here, Zia was much smarter than the batter. Bowled a slower one and popped out of the hand from the fielder on the third attempt. He's taking the catch. The fielding has been outstanding. Well, Mubin is back in the hut walking out without scoring runs. It's 94 for 8 Dubai in a bit of bother. And driven straight to the fielder as Ahmed Shafiq comes in. I'm not sure about his batting abilities, but he's definitely a fine bowler. Left arm spinner. Very handy. He's got a role to play today.
Yes, again, one of those key players for Dubai who will be a part of the side regardless of when and where they are playing. Ahmad Shafiq, Ramesh Shehzad, these are the first names that you would write on a sheet in the playing 11 for Dubai. Meanwhile, another successful over. 4 overs, 4 wickets, and just 6 runs from Zia. Magnificent bowling from this young man. 18 overs, 94 for 8.
There you go. That the top scorer is the Aryan Lakra here with just 23 runs. Haven't been a lot of contribution from the remainers. The only positive Dubai can take out from here is that their captain, Ramesh Shehzad, is still out there in the middle. Lots of 14, 15 in the middle. 2 more overs to go. The penultimate over should be a big one. At least 120 runs. Yeah, he's not allowing batters at all. Rohit is very smart, bowling around that pad area. He haven't picked up wicket. That's quite surprising for me, but it could be the day where when you partner bowling well and the other partner gets the benefit.
Yes, that's right. It's all about hunting in pairs, especially for fast bowlers. He's bowled well. He got a few wickets yesterday, Rohit. Hasn't been able to get a wicket until now, but hasn't given away a lot of runs as well.
Yeah, certainly he's done the hard work. It's the final over of his spell. And Ahmed is the right man where he can eye his first wicket. Could be suitable for him to bowl one in swinger to the left hander. Just bowl around the wicket to wicket channel. Standing slightly deep in his crease, Ahmed. There you go. Knocked him out, bowled him. Clean bowled. Rohit gets his first wicket. Ahmed Shafiq, he was making room and playing somewhere in the air, only getting air, and it's a bullseye. What a great delivery to get a wicket.
Yes, finally Rohit has got a wicket. He's got rewarded for his discipline, line and length, and this is just good strategy from Rohit. He knows Ahmed Shafiq is not the top order batter, so he'll always try and attack the stumps. He does that and gets the wicket. Clean bowled by Rohit. Ahmed Shafiq walking back without scoring. And Dubai are struggling to get to the 3-figure mark. It's 95 for 9.
Well, a bit of a bother here for Dubai as they are 9 wickets down and Rohit is firing up. Now, Bullet slightly off target here. Maybe trying a little too much there. I think Rohit they still need to bowl that wicket to wicket channel because this is the last 3 deliveries for him and a perfect opportunity to get the last man out. Saad Abdullah. Definitely not the batter who can get you runs, but yes, maybe can survive these 3 deliveries.
Big appeal. I think the bat hitting the ground, that's the sound. Yes, it has to be about surviving now, the next few deliveries.
Yeah. Well, definitely there was a daylight difference between bat and bowl. A slight bit of a noise and they all get onto their feet.
Going down the leg side, trying to target the stumps here, coming around the wicket. I think Rohit was better off bowling over the wicket and trying to get the ball in onto the stumps than coming around.
Well, Shoaib, that's the reason I enjoy doing commentary alongside the left arm fast bowlers, they can get us the better view about the bowling happening at the center.
Thank you, Abid. You're very kind.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say something about the
The
spin
leg
department.
spinners also.
Well, I'll wait for my turn. Well, I'm still wondering, Ramesh, giving those 4 deliveries to tailenders to survive.
Fair point. I think it was not a good idea to get that single on the second ball and bring your number 10 to face somebody as quick as Rohit.
And nowhere close. The impact was outside the line. Even the ball was pitching as well. They outside the line, but somehow or the other, Saad Abdullah survived those deliveries, and Rohit will conclude his day with bowling 4 overs, picking up 1 wicket. It's the final over. It's 97 for 9 Dubai. The final over. It's Faisal Shah to bowl, and I think this is the over where they can cash in. Rami's, yeah, no chance of taking single there. He'll only be relying on the boundaries. I like the strategy from the captain of Abu Dhabi. He just went for the kill, used his premier bowlers up front, and put Dubai on a back foot. Now, you see Dubai struggling to get the 100 runs.
Yes, the captaincy has been on the mark. Has been very effective. Catch it is the call. He's played that up in the air. Will clear the fielder. When Rami Shehzad hits, they stay hit. And this is important runs coming in for Dubai. From the middle of the bat towards long on. Much needed 6. And that brings the 100 up for Dubai as well.
Yeah, slower one there. And was right in the slot. Nothing for the fielder. You can only cry, catch it. Good shot from Ramis. Another slower one here. But this time took the pace completely off. And Ramis was a goner there. That castle, destroyed castle, says the story.
Oh yes, slower delivery. Very well disguised. Slower delivery from Faisal. Beaten completely Ramiz. And that is the end of the innings. That's smart bowling. Fuller and slower. Waited for it but missed it completely, Rami Shehzad. And the sound of timber brings the end of the innings for Dubai. Very, very slow. It was almost like a spinner bowling that flighted delivery. And it has worked in the favour of Abu Dhabi. 21 is what Ramiz has scored. As that brings the curtains to the first innings. And Dubai managed to get to 103 in their allotted 20.
Well, Abu Dhabi would feel confident here, restricting Dubai team at 103 runs, and they picked up all 10 wickets. They'll be confident, and more importantly, they have finished on a high there. That slower one from Faisal Shah was really, really slower one, and it was also drifting as well. A rare sight that you see the fast bowlers. Now, look at that. Only opener getting into the double figure was Aryan Lakra. Ronak Panoli disappointing yet another game for him. Taimur couldn't score runs as well. Scored only 8 runs. Punya and Safi, they was trying to put a partnership there. But run outs hound them back. 2 back-to-back run outs for Dubai. Taimur and Punya Mera. And then Safir was taking brilliant catch in the outfield. and it was his day, the man in form, scoring only 15 runs, and in the end, it was Ramiz Shehzad was trying to survive alongside the tail. In the end, they just could manage to score 103.
A very pleasing bowling card for Abu Dhabi. Zia Mukhtar, the pick of the bowlers, getting 4 wickets, giving away just 6 runs in his 4 overs, 17 dots in 24 deliveries. That tells you how effective Zia Mukhtar was with the ball in hand. Rohit Khan, another impressive left-arm fast bowler, getting a wicket in his 4th over and giving away just 25 runs. A wicket for Shah Faisal as well, and that was an important wicket of Ramiz Shehzad in his 4th over. Mazhar Bashir, the spinner, doing the job for his side yet again. 17 runs in his 4 and got a wicket, and a wicket for Osama Hassan, who bowled just that 1 over and gave away 3 runs. 5 extras, which means that the bowling was very disciplined from Abu Dhabi, and the result is that they'll be chasing only 103 runs to win this game.
Let's have a quickly look at the highlights. The day started with Dubai picking batting first. Not sure about that call, but they lost their wicket too early there. Ronak Panoli got out with a soft dismissal there again. The wicket's been trembling there, and that was unfortunate dismissal for Taimur. And then following him, it was a run out from Rohit, bang on target, and Ali Abid does the cleaner's job, and that was the end of Punya. Few good hits there from Shahid. He's been hitting those ball nicely, but that was his end. Just tried to play the cut shot, not in control at all. And again, this is that big hit on the onside, which has gone the distance. And then leading edge, that was a great take. Running backward, always a challenge, but Osama accepted that one and got a wicket there. And there was only the wickets since this departure. Zia Mukhtar setting up the batter. This is for Rohit. Ahmed Shafiq is trying to make room, and the final wicket goes. It was a captain of Dubai deceiving him with the pace. So now that's the requirement for Team Abu Dhabi to win this game. They'll fancy their chances with 5.2 run rate per over. 104 is the target set. And when we come back, we'll see how Team Abu Dhabi responds to this 104.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Dubai International for the MazaPlay.net Emirates D20 2022, powered by Fancode. Match number 12 in progress. Dubai taking on Abu Dhabi, the two biggest cities in the UAE, but a very disappointing matchup so far. Dubai only managing a score of 103 all out in their allotted 20 overs. The batting just did not respond. Naik Mohammed, meanwhile, stepping out to open for Team Abu Dhabi. Brilliant strike rate. Big hitter of the ball. It's going to be Abdul Malik taking the new ball for Team Dubai, and joining me in the com box is going to be Mudassir Ali. Good afternoon, Mudassir.
A very good afternoon, Ahmed, and good afternoon to all our viewers. Weather has been awesome and conditions has been excellent at Dubai Cricket Stadium. But the scoreboard doesn't look good. Abdul Malik, 5 matches so far, 6 wickets, 6.5 economy. A useful all-rounder.
He's been having a good D20 with the ball. But yes, he has a very small score to defend. Nobody making serious runs for Team Dubai. Their batting has struggled throughout the tournament. Jonathan Figgy, the young under-21 left-hander, opening alongside Naik Mohammed. And we've seen Abu Dhabi have been very aggressive in the batting approach throughout the D20. Pulled away. There is a deep square leg, so Naik Mohammed will get off the mark with a single.
It's a completely different side of Abu Dhabi we are seeing in this edition. Positive approach, whether they are chasing 160 or 100 doesn't matter. They want to play that aggressive cricket. They're doing good.
Yeah, a lot of that credit goes to their captain, Ali Abid. He set the tone in the field and with the bat, hitting those big sixes throughout the D20. Jonathan Figgy on his D20 debut. Stylish player, but he will be slightly nervous. There will be some butterflies in the stomach.
Jonathan Figgy comes in place of Ataur Rahim. Runs in Abdul Malik.
Oh, look at that extra bounce. Immediately caught him by surprise. And Jonathan Figgy is underway.
It's always a big relief. You get off the mark on the very first delivery, but not control. And look at that, as said by Ahmed, an awkward bounce, well adjusted by Figgy.
Yeah, extravagant seam movement there for Abdul Malik. He's bowled really well. He's found that patch on that back of a length and gotten that ball to misbehave consistently throughout the D20. Ringfield on the offside for Naik. Beautifully cut away in the gap between cover point. It won't reach the fence. Shahid Nawaz will rein it in. But that was well placed into the gap.
Offside back field for Naik Mohammed, but still managing to get that gap and couple of runs. Started off well here.
Yeah, it's not a big score they're chasing. Required runs are already less than 100. So it will take something spectacular from Team Dubai to knock them over. Oh, chased that one. Wanted to punish it down the ground, but given as a wide.
Away from the right hand batter. Still wanted to go after this delivery. Naik Mohammed. And first extras of this innings. Straight away there's a change in the field.
Yeah, deep point goes out and that third man comes in. So protecting that offside boundary is Abdul Malik. Short ball down the leg side. Given as a wide. And there was nobody at fine leg at all. So that was a very risky delivery from Malik.
An interesting field setup by the captain. Naik Mohammed on strike. It's Abdul Malik runs in. Nicely bowled, and this time just pushed towards the point region. A dot delivery. Now look at that field. It's a pack offside field, but there's no fine leg, short fine leg, or deep fine leg. They have a deep square leg, short mid wicket, and a long on. So there is no protection on the leg side for the bowler.
There's literally a free hit behind the keeper. But thankfully he's bowling the right channel. That ball keeping a touch low. So it will be interesting to see how Ramesh Shahzad manages his bowlers. It's a very small target to defend. I think he needs to try Ahmed Shafiq in the power play. Use your best bowlers.
They need wickets, and rightly said Ahmed. They need to get an spinner, and Ahmed Shafiq is in good form. Gentle, slow delivery, taking his time. Naik Mohammed, and with that, over number one comes to an end, 6 for no loss.
Well, like we had hoped, Ahmed Shafiq, the left arm spinner, introduced early into the attack from the far end. I think this is a good move, Mudassir.
I'm wondering, I thought it's only Shoaib Ahmed who can predict the things right, but I have Ahmed Khwaja in the com box. Was asking for Ahmed Shafiq the previous offer, and here we got left arm orthodox from far end.
Well, what you don't know, they are wearing a Bluetooth headset and they're listening to us. So let's see Figgy. Not known for his big hitting, more of a orthodox batter. Will he take a chance? The matchup suits him. And very technically correct, just pushing it down the ground. And that's a good idea. Feeding the strike to the big hitter, Naik Mohammed.
Smart thinking. Strike change, and for the Naik Mohammed, it's a longer boundary on the leg side. It doesn't matter for him. He's a very hard hitter, and he hits into the stands as we have witnessed.
Well, they've posted a deep mid wicket and a long off for Naik. The long on has just come into the ring now. So the challenge has been set for Ahmed Shafiq. Try to get him out slogging the ball. Will Naik accept the invitation? Oh, very watchful. Front foot defense. Very solid.
Good line, buddy.
Interesting to see Naik Mohammed taking his time.
Guys, long eight.
Well, it's only a matter of time. Oh, looking to wind up. Hard cut shot, but straight to the fielder. Missed there. So this is a good battle between a big hitter of the ball and a very clever young spinner.
No boundary has been considered by the bowlers of Dubai till now. So Naik Mohammed on strike against Ahmed Shafiq.
Yeah, very watchful indeed. And Ahmed Shafiq is bowling beautifully. He's been one of the standout spinners of the D20, I feel. Very consistent and very economical as well. Oh, and he stumped him. Well, there you go. Naik Mohammed finally ran out of patience, and Safir Tariq made no mistake.
A brilliant piece of bowling, keeping away, and look at the turn. And Naik Mohammed walks back. The tactics works. Coming down the track, and easy glove work done by Safir Tariq.
Well, that's a big wicket lost for Team Abu Dhabi then. Naik Mohammed goes back for 3. It's 7 for 1. Well, the man in form for Team Abu Dhabi comes in, Kamran Atta.
Leg stump.
Fabulous record in D20. Look at that average strike rate.
Left stump round to you.
And that innings he played in the first match of D20, that was absolutely phenomenal. Let's see if he can reproduce those heroics this afternoon.
Come on, guys.
Naik Mohammed back in the hut, comes in form Kamran Atta. Smart piece of captaincy and clever piece of bowling. Working for Dubai.
Slip in place for Kamran Atta immediately. There's that catching extra cover as well. A beautiful hard cut shot. He really hits the ball so hard. Square on the offside. Good fielding from Dubai as well. Excellent over from Ahmed Shafiq. 7 for 1. Abdul Malik continues. A beautiful flick by Figgy over square leg. That's the typical left-hander's shot.
It was always a treat to watch a left-hand batter playing those kinds of shots. So the first boundary from the blade of Jonathan Figgy.
Yeah, just drifting onto midland leg, and that's an easy put away. And I love that flourish with the bat. He didn't bother running. He knew it was 4.
Just drifting towards the leg sand. Advantage taken by the young Jonathan Figgy. Change in the field. Short mid wicket comes into play. Fine leg comes in. There's a deep square leg for Jonathan Figgy. Runs in Abdul Malik.
Or chipped in the air. And not responded by Kamran Atta. Thankfully, the throw was at the wrong end. And well, that is Kamran Atta's mistake, because that is Figgy's call.
These two batters playing after a long time together. Communication gap. He wanted that single Jonathan Figgy, but denied by Kamran Atta. No damage has been done.
They're trying to go hard at the ball, then realized he wasn't to the pitch of it. And Kamran Atta also apologizing. Fair enough. And beautiful slash over point. Wow. This is a reboot of Jonathan Figgy. Fantastic shots.
They have brought in Jonathan Figgy in place of Atta Rahim. A young lad taking advantage of power play. This time goes over the covers for a one bounce boundary, but we are waiting for the confirmation from the third umpire whether it's a maximum or a boundary.
And that was timed beautifully. Look at that flourish once again. And I think that's bounced within the rope. Well, that looks touch and go. I think it might have gone all the way. We'll need confirmation. Let's keep a close eye to the top right of your screen. And there it is. Just within the boundary rope. So that will be 4 to Jonathan Figgy, but I love his approach, his attitude.
Very strong with the wrists. A young Jonathan Figgy. 2 boundaries in this over. Looking good. Got an opportunity. Place of Atta Rahim. Batting well after losing Naik Mohammed.
Yeah, that was important that somebody remain aggressive. So he has immediately switched from gear 3 to gear 5. And that's the right approach. Understand the match situation. And that was a very slow, gentle delivery. barely getting up from the pitch.
So I'm very watchful. Jonathan Figgy let it go. I'm surprised once again by the field placement, Ahmed, on each and every delivery. They're changing the field.
Yeah, there is a deep point and a deep square. So the plan is clearly nothing full. It's going to be back of a length. Make him play square of the wicket. Oh, good bouncer. And nicely underneath it as well, Figgy.
Not getting carried away, Jonathan Figgy, after those two couple of boundaries. Very watchful. Once again, let it go. A short bouncer, well bowled by Abdul Malik.
Yeah, it did not rise as we expected, but he kept his eye on the ball and ducked underneath it. Old school technique, getting as low as possible to that short ball. Slicing it towards that deep point, but it's gone over extra, all the way for 6. Incredible shot.
So with that maximum, 14 runs have been considered by Abdul Malik, and it's 21 for the loss of 1 wicket after 3.
So left arm spinner Ahmed Shafiq will continue. And this will be a good battle because Kamran Hatta loves to hit spin. Edged and just not taken by the slip fielder Ronak Panoli. It was flashed hard. But in this kind of tight contest, Mudassar, you need these kind of catches to stick.
Brilliantly bowled by Ahmed Shafiq. Wanted to play that cut. And Ronak Panoli at first slip.
Well, let's take a look. Oh, that was a tough catch, Mudassir, really. It would take somebody like Mark Waugh to take that catch.
It was away from Ronak Panoli. A wild swing by Kamran Atta, not in line, a dot delivery. He has been very impressive here, Ahmed Shafiq.
I think he read the quicker one, but just got too excited. Wanted to blast it over extra cover rather than time the ball. Wonderful contest, like you mentioned, between Shafiq and Atta. Back cut. Oh, just burst out of the fielder's hands. Ramiz, he's not 100% fit, pardon me. He has a left knee niggle. That's why he's not in that extra cover position, but still got a hand to the ball.
Now it's left hand, Jonathan Figgy on strike. It's a short boundary towards his legs. And a deep mid wicket. And a long on 2 fielders stationed at the boundary.
Yeah, let's see if he takes a chance or will he just look to push the 1s and 2s. The field has been set for him to attempt that big shot. Very watchfully played. That's the right approach. If you're counter-attacking the fast man so well, no need to take a risk versus spin.
As you have got 14 runs in the previous over. Watchful Jonathan Figgy taking his time against Ahmed Shafiq.
Oh, once again, there's just that patch in the center of the pitch where the ball is just rearing up on the batter. Bit of extra bounce out of nowhere.
Last delivery of the 4th over so far. It has been a good over. And once again a dot delivery played straight towards the bowler. Over number 4 comes to an end, 24 for 1.
Change in the bowling then. Shahid Nawaz will be taking over from Malik. He's also having a very good D20 tournament. Right arm fast bowler. And he's one that will get that ball to seam off the wicket as well.
After conceding 14 runs, Abdul Malik has been replaced by Shahid Nawaz. 5 matches, 7 wickets to his name. Shahid Nawaz runs in. It's Kamranatha on strike. A brilliant start by Shahid Nawaz.
Peach of a delivery. Just getting that ball to nip away. And that's the right channel. Look at that late movement. And Kamranatha is just struggling here to find the gaps.
Smart field placement. There's a slip for Shahid Nawaz. A catching fielder comes in.
Yeah, they've added a gully there as well. So the plan is to get that outside edge. Oh, and Kamranatha, well, he certainly wants to throw the kitchen sink at everything.
Running out of patience here, Kamranatha. He has faced 5 deliveries and still we haven't seen a boundary. He has been a tremendous touch in this edition, Kamranatha.
Yeah, you have to give credit to the Dubai bowlers. They've been bowling well. That has been their strength. And Kamranatha just needs to apply himself. Every innings is a new day. You have to restart, reset. Trying to work it around the corner. Big gap at fine leg, but they'll only pick up one.
Shows the strength, the bench strength, especially of Abu Dhabi. They have rested Ataur Rahim and Jonathan Figgy comes to open the innings for Abu Dhabi, and he has been brilliant, Ahmed. And those glorious shots towards the square and one towards the long off.
Yeah, he looks a much improved batter since last I saw him in the D50 almost a year back. So certainly worked hard on his game. Oh, once again, not getting to the pitch of the ball. And Shahid Nawaz does have that extra pace. He's much quicker than Malik.
Well bowled by Shahid Nawaz. Just moving away from Jonathan Figgy, left-hand batter.
And the last thing that Abu Dhabi want right now is a quiet power play. They want to get ahead of the game as much as possible. But so far, Dubai are doing a very good job with the ball. Just looking for a couple more wickets maybe. Oh, once again, just shaping away from Figgy. This is excellent bowling from Shahid Nawaz.
You need to survive these overs. It's a new ball. A brilliant piece of bowling. Fast bowling display by Shahid Nawaz. Movement and a bounce we have seen in this over. What they need is a wicket.
Well, I think if we create a team of the tournament so far, Colonel Zahid and Shahid Nawaz will be taking the new ball. Super consistent, picking up wickets, helping their side. And once again, only just conceding 1 run off the over. 25 for 1. So Ahmed Shafiq to bowl his third over. They're just trying to pry out another wicket. Maybe Kamranatha, if they can get him here, then Abu Dhabi will be slightly concerned. Oh, just got his bat down in time. That was almost clean through to the wickets.
It's a new day and he's struggling against Ahmad Shafiq. Bowled brilliantly, created a chance in the previous over. This time, strike, change. He manages that single.
I think that was smart from Atta because he was not picking Ahmed Shafiq's variations. He's bowled a beautiful spell once again, only conceded 5 runs. What a wonderful pickup by Dubai, discovering that talent that had gotten lost in the shuffle.
It was a very late pick for Dubai. Well done, the management of Dubai, giving a chance to Ahmad Shafiq. It's been brilliant.
Trying to force that to square of the wicket once again. It's not easy. There is a catching mid wicket as well. Oh, well, that is sloppy. Poor throw. And they've just given a soft single. Just when Ahmed Shafiq was building some pressure.
Very casual. Ronak Panoli.
Well, I think they're protesting to the umpire that the ball was dead. But I don't think that was dead in that situation, Mudassir.
After fielding straight away, he threw the ball towards Ahmad Shafiq. A casual throw. And they went for that single. Kamran Atta and Jonathan Figgy.
Yeah, Ramesh Shehzad is also protesting. But I don't think they have any grounds, to be quite honest. It's just sloppy fielding by Ronak at point. Although he is still arguing. But I think umpire Akhtar Hussain is on the money here.
Still not happy with the decision. Sunij, the main umpire.
Yeah, Rambo is still grumbling. But he says, come on, boys, get on with the game. There's no point. He still looks quite heated up. Even Akhtar Hussain just telling him, calm down. Maybe that will motivate his troops. 5 of 9 for Kamran Atta. Not looked his old self. Oh, got squared up there. This is sensational bowling by Ahmed Shafiq.
Doesn't make any difference for Ahmad Shafiq if you're playing a night match or a day game. It's troubling, especially the right-hand batter Kamran Atta, not at all comfortable against left-arm orthodox Ahmad Shafiq.
I think the other teams will be making notes how to get Kamran Atta out. Put the spinner on early. Big shot, big swipe down the ground, and it beats the mid-on. The long off will clean it up. So still not conceding a boundary so far in his 3 overs, Ahmed Shafiq.
A couple of left-arm orthodox spinners who has bowled really well in this edition. Zubair from Abu Dhabi, Harry Bharwal of Fujairah among the wickets, and Ahmad Shafiq, who is bowling currently.
And all 3 of them are absolutely brilliant. Well said. Hard cut or brilliant fielding at extra cover. Once again, no boundaries conceded by Ahmed Shafiq in the power play. What a spell. 29 for 1 at the end of the 6 overs. Well, it's been a very quiet power play for Team Abu Dhabi. That was Ahmed Shafiq with the stumping of Naik Mohammed. Then it was Figgy who hit a couple of classy shots. This one was bashed over extra cover all the way for a maximum. But other than that, there's been very little progress made by Team Abu Dhabi. And at the same stage, even Dubai, who only made 103, were ahead of the rate at 36 for 2. Shahid Nawaz will continue from the com box end. A beautiful hard flick by Figgy once again. Deep square leg has to be on the move. Taimur Ali, very good fielder, but they will pick up a couple.
Shahid Nawaz continues, and now we have sweeper cover, deep third man, and now the short mid wicket goes back, and there is a deep square leg. No fine leg for Jonathan Figgy.
Yeah, nobody there at all. Squeezed away right through that vacant mid-wicket region. That's putting a lot of pressure on Shahid Nawaz. He cannot stray onto the pads at all. Otherwise, he will be flicked behind square for 4 or 6.
Defending 104. They're bowling well. The concern is they have picked only a wicket, a single wicket so far. That of Naik Mohammed. A partnership building between the young Jonathan Figgy and experienced Kamran Atta.
Once again, he has 2 fielders behind square. There's the square leg and a deep fine leg for Kamran Atta though. And he's flicked it in the air. Oh, just short of that fielder. I don't think that was a plan, but it almost paid off.
Luckily this time there was a deep fine leg and played straight towards the fielder. One bounce.
Well, this has been a very slow start for Abu Dhabi. And required and current are almost neck and neck. They're building a hint of pressure here, Team Dubai. Oh, and this battle between Shahid and Figgy. Shahid has been winning it consistently. He's just waiting for the knockout punch.
Not comfortable against the pace and the swing of Shahid Nawaz. Very watchful. But not in line, Jonathan Figgy. Luckily that he did not got that edge, outside edge.
There is a catching gully for him, but nobody in the slips. I think they need somebody there. There might be a feather edge coming soon, the way Figgy is facing him. Oh, he's hit that over point, and it's gone to the rope. What timing once again?
He has been brilliant with those shots through the offside. Young lad Jonathan Figgy, last getting a boundary against Shahid Nawaz, was in well control.
Yeah, his bat angle is all over the place, but the timing is sweet as pie. Fantastic shot. This is the second time he's done that. That one over extra went all the way for 6. And this one was one bounce over the rope. Now that fielder moves a bit towards extra. And he doesn't want to mess with Shahid Nawaz. He's got his boundary. And look at Shahid Nawaz's expression. He's frustrated. 37 for 1. Well, a Dafa News fun fact for you. Wasim Akram, as number 8 batsman, has a highest test score of 257 not out. This is higher than Tendulkar, 248, Saurav Ganguly, 239, and Jacques Kallis, 224. And that 257 was against Zimbabwe. I'm forgetting the venue. It might have been Gujranwala or one of those cities in Punjab. Sheikhupura. I've been corrected by Mr. Mohammad Rashid. But what a player he was, Wasim Akram. He could have been a true all-rounder if he wanted. Meanwhile, Ahmed Shafiq into bowl his final over. They're pushing for 2 towards mid-wicket. And that's very good running. A misfield in the outfield.
Smart piece of batting. Push towards a long one, and it's a longer boundary. They went for those couple of runs. Gave away just 10 runs. Got a wicket. Ahmed Shafiq. Can he get Kamran Atta in his final over? Comes in Ahmed Shafiq. A slip in place. Flighted delivery. Goes towards long off and clears the boundary. A maximum at last from the blade of Kamran Atta.
Well, this time it was slightly in the slot. He took a calculated risk right over that long off fielder, and it went for half a dozen. Look at that flight. Sweet hit. And on another day, he could have been caught out easily. But that is fortune favoring the brave. Oh, Oh, look at that turn once again. From outside leg, Mudassir Ali is wincing in the com box.
Great pick. Ahmad Shafiq by Dubai. Bowling extremely well.
And I think a lot of club sides will be paying attention to his performance in a pressure match. Only defending 104. He took the new ball in the power play. And look at that spell. 1 for 16. And he could have had 2 if that slip fielder had held on. Beautiful bowling. This is really, really artistic spin bowling from Ahmed Shafiq.
One flighted delivery. Took chance against Kamrata. Went for maximum. Then again changes his line and length.
Hit hard and taken and dropped at extra cover. Oh, goodness me. It's young Saad Abdullah. That was hammered straight to him. And they've given Kamran Atta a second life. 45 for 1 at the end of 8. What a spell from Ahmed Shafiq. Change in the bowling then. Shahid Nawaz has been pulled from the attack. Another left arm spinner being introduced. Aryan Lakra. UAE international player. Former under 19 captain. Very high class pedigree. He's had very poor luck in the D20 so far with the bat. Maybe Mudassir Ali that can change with the ball.
Come on, Arit. Now your time, buddy.
And this is the right time to get some wickets for his team. Aryan Lakra, the first delivery,
Amy.
push towards the point. Quick single has been taken.
That's very poor. That should not be a single. He needs to be a lot closer there. The backward point short third fielder. And let's take a look at this. Yeah, that's a straightforward catch, Mudassir Ali. And I'm sure Amin Farooq is tearing his hair out. His bowlers did create chances, but they haven't been accepted.
Young Saad Abdullah
Shabari, Shabba.
was the fielder. A straight catch put on. It's Kamran Atta against Aryan Lakra.
Catch.
On the back foot this time. Finds the gap. Racing towards the cover boundary. 4 runs.
It's a half tracker from Aryan and slapped over extra cover. Raises the 50 for Team Abu Dhabi. And now you can see the shoulders are going down. The body language of Team Dubai has changed. They put 2 catches down of this man and now he's counter-attacking with style.
Here they are running.
Squeezing away to the covers once again. These should not be singles. Right there in the inner ring.
Almost standing at the 30-yard circle. Ronak Panoli giving away those easy singles. Defending a small total. You have put on a couple of chances and easy singles has been given by the fielders.
Very true.
One.
Squeezed away to square leg. And once again, you have to think about that decision. They won the toss and elected to bat first. When your bowling is your strength, why did you want to go to and bat? Back your bowling and then chase it.
We're all surprised by the decision, opting to bat first, and they struggled. Kamrata on strike. On the back foot, once again they dropped. It's Ronak Panoli. Survives, and the batter is Kamranata.
Well, he has more lives than a cat this afternoon. Third catch gone down. This time, it's Ronak Panoli, one of the safest fielders in the Dubai side. Uppish drive towards extra, an action replay, and he's grasped it again. And he won't stop playing the cut shot. He'll still go after you.
And with that single, over number 9 comes to an end. It's 53 for 1.
Right arm over batsman. Bowling change.
Well, Saad Abdullah, you've dropped the catch of Kamranata. Now you can look to make amends for it with your leg spin. Coming in from the far end. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, and the deep cover. Orthodox spinner's field. Uppish cut just behind point. A decent start. A promising young leggy. And good to see Team Dubai giving the young talents these big opportunities. 21 runs, 21 wickets in D20 so far for him. Brilliant economy rate of just 4.6. Trying to cut that away hard. Just getting a bottom edge there. Well, this game could have been very different, Mudassir, if they had held their catches. It's as simple as that.
This tournament, we have seen Ronak Panoli struggling with the bat, and now in the field, a brilliant fielder as well as a batter.
Yeah, I think his lack of runs is affecting him in the outfield. Big full toss. Missed out there. Kamranata. It's rare to see him playing at less than a run a ball. But that just shows you how well Dubai have bowled.
I do understand, Ahmed, but if you're not scoring runs, at least you contribute with your fielding efforts. This we have seen from Mohammad Wasim struggling with the bat, but he is contributing with his fielding.
Driven to the left of that long off. Yes, absolutely. Wasim taking brilliant catches, executing runouts, bowling those occasional overs as well. It cost him in one match, but he still didn't back down from the challenge. He still backed himself to bowl those pressure overs. Big shot, lofted straight. Beautiful clean strike from Kamranata.
Saad Abdullah paying for the drop catch. 251. Tournament 4.
Yeah, he's such a clean hitter of the ball, Kamranata. Looking to be aggressive once again. Single taken down the ground. And at the halfway stage, Abu Dhabi sitting pretty at 62 for 1. And taking you through to the end of the innings, it's going to be Abid Ibrahim and Mohammad Rashid. Meanwhile, we'll have a drinks break.
Well, there you go. We're just around the 13th January to do some halla halla. Well, right now with me it's Muhammad Rashid to do halla in this game where Dubai is clearly struggling to pick up wicket here. If you see the comparison, Dubai was 3 down with 50 and now Abu Dhabi is 62 with 1 wicket down. I think the bad patch started for Dubai from here.
Good afternoon, Abid. Good afternoon, viewers. Absolutely, they could have taken those. They could have equaled those wickets, column, but they failed to take those chances.
Yeah, you never know.
Come on,
It's
Ronnie,
a
come on, Ronnie.
game of cricket every
Madha pe ya,
one
Madha
good
pe
spell. Maybe Ronak Panoli, not with the bat, but with the ball can change things for Dubai here. But clearly,
Pani ready nahi idhar.
it seems to be a little bit difficult task, but not impossible.
Certainly a funny game there, cricket, but
Pani.
it seems like should be a cakewalk for Abu Dhabi. They're playing really well. That intent we talk about, Abu Dhabi's got that intent, and they have not changed their game plan.
Yeah, these small totals are tricky, Rashid, because most of the time you think I should accelerate, play flawless, fearless. At times you try to be watchful, play right till the end and chase this down. There are always two ways to chase down the small total. And at most of the games you have seen, you end up by doing either.
Hi, Ronnie.
This one belted up and over. What a cracker. With was an offer. Kamran Atta is not the man that you can offer him with. What a whack. Over the covers. We are all waiting for confirmation whether it went all the way or it was one bounce four.
Certainly very strong on that zone, Kamran Atta, and we see there, just stopping short there. I think that's a boundary, but you can't give that width to Kamran Atta. He's very strong on that region, and he'll not leave those.
And we're just waiting for the confirmation here. Yeah, spot on, Rashid. You certainly got a better eyes than me.
Come on, yeah,
I
Ronnie, come on,
thought
Ronnie.
that might have gone all the way. The way he's whacked that one. Oh, and missed. Oh, it was Ronak Panoli who created that opportunity. Keeper not grabbing that one.
Certainly, and coming back to those low totals you were talking about, we see some teams who are not confident, and we see that edge outside, but very difficult chance there for the keeper. I think.
Yeah, chase, buddy.
Well, back to the bowler. It's just that kind of a day for Dubai. 69 for 1 at the end of 11 Abu Dhabi. '69 for 1 at the end of 11 team Abu Dhabi. Looking flawless. Yeah, that has been straight into the hand of the big man. Ramiz Shahzad takes the catch. It's a young man who's given the breakthrough. Saad Abdullah, the partnership finally is being broken here. They were looking eagerly for this wicket.
Finally, something going Dubai's way. A good catch there by Ramiz Shahzad, jumping and picking that up. Kamran Atta's luck finally runs out, and he's gone for 35 after facing 32 deliveries. Abu Dhabi 69 for the loss of 2 wickets.
There you go. The captain walks into the center. Ali Abid. He's got great numbers, especially talking about the average of 32 and a half. It's kind of as easy for Abu Dhabi. The platform is set. Their top order has done the hard work. Driven nicely. The call should be two there. No, sent back Jonathan. Yeah, he opened his account with a single now. Rashid, we were talking about the low totals that can be very tricky. What should be the strategy to chase down something like 104?
Well, certainly that does play a part in the chasing side's mind. But I think one good thing that Abu Dhabi has done is they haven't gotten bogged down. They have played with intent and they made sure they keep rotating that strike, which has been a problem for Dubai. We saw when they were batting.
Certainly, yes. Could be a pressure that you're asking for trouble by batting first. That's what I feel that. Now, the reason Abu Dhabi looking a lot better because they know that they're just 104 runs ahead. That's what they need to chase. So it's always advisable when you get some runs to chase.
Most certainly, I think because Dubai being a stronger bowling side, that's it beautifully by Ali Abed. That was in the zone, pitched up by Saad Abdullah, and he's taken advantage of that and hit it straight over his head.
Yeah, good idea to put some pressure on the young bowler. Yeah, the young man bowled it too full there. Easy picking for someone like Ali Abid. And it's always pleasing to eye when it goes downtown. One more, but this time it's along the carpet. And the fielder has done well. Finally, the fielders are working for Dubai in their favor.
Well, Dubai hasn't been having that problem with the bowling or the fielding, unless we talk about today's game where they dropped a few catches. But their main problem has been their batting, where they haven't been scoring enough runs. And like you mentioned rightly, they should have bowled first.
Yeah, could be. Could be yes and no a lot. We'll come back to that topic. It's 12 gone, 77 for 2, Abu Dhabi. Well, it's a young man, Jonathan Figgy, who's batting on 30. And it's just now 26 runs away from this victory, Team Abu Dhabi, with 8 wickets in hand. A lot of confident looking Figgy alongside his captain Ali Abid. They'll be feeling confident, especially when the captain is batting in the center.
Certainly, and Ali Abed, a class player, he knows how to tackle these kind of situations. And this is an easy situation for him. He's always been the man of crisis for Team Abu Dhabi, but something easy for him for once.
Well, certainly something like Fayaz Ahmed does for Sharjah. He's also a man who likes to take the challenges. Back of the length. Easy picking that, just gliding towards the third. Now, coming in back to the topic of Dubai electing to bat first on the surface, which was a new one, and also looked like favoring the bowlers.
Absolutely, and I think the main thing about electing to bat first, I think they should have thought about their bowling where the wicket wasn't playing so well yesterday. They played the game last night, the last game, and they knew what the wicket was doing, and I think they should have opted to bowl first.
I also agree that they should have bowled first. Maybe the reason that I can think out of the box is maybe they're relying heavily on their bowling. So they might have thought any sort of a total that their bowlers can pull it back.
Another thing I feel is that they have gotten that extra spinner in their playing 11 today, so they might have been thinking that waiver delivery wide down the leg side. So they might have been thinking that this pitch will get slower as the day progresses, and if they can put up a total of 135, 140, they have that bowling to defend that. That can be the only rationale I can think about.
I think also that you got that last game as a victory. You has come as in a high or not. You just got the victory by inches, but a close contest should have brought the team all together. Yeah, it's Mubin Malik who's just spraying down the leg side here. Maybe forgot it's the right. It's Figgy on strike, the left-hander, not the right-hander. That could have been ideal delivery for the right-hander.
Well, Mubin there not helping Dubai's cause, adding to those extras. And you're right, that left hand right hand combination might be hampering his thinking process.
There you go. Three back-to-back wide deliveries from Mubin Malik. You don't have a lot of runs in the tank that you can afford to do. Now, finally, he's coming round the wicket. It took him a little while to understand. There you go. The first one. And then the second one to follow. Down the leg side one more time. And the final delivery. This is again sprayed it down the leg side. But a little bit of a movement still. And this is much better now. So he should have done this earlier when he was clearly struggling against the left-hander.
Well, Mubin is has been doing well throughout the tournament for Dubai. Team Dubai it looks a bit off color today, which can be due to the reason they don't have too many runs on the board. Just 21 required of 44 deliveries for Abu Dhabi, so that can be playing on his mind. But I think extras will always, just put you more down.
And also could be the reason. The strategy gone wrong. That was a slow one, easy picking for Ali Abid. That was readable slower. The wicket is already slow, but I can make it out from here. Yes, spinner has a big role to play, but fast bowlers also can have and fancy their chances by bowling those cutters, leg cutters, off cutters, can play a big role.
That is if you have enough runs on the board to defend. I mean, you can't do all that with only 104 runs on the board.
And that would be called as a legal delivery. Finally, the long over of Mubin Malik comes to an end. It's 84 for 2 at the end of 13. Well, the young man has a go, but again bowling into the slot. That's been the worry for Team Dubai. Well, the young man is still to learn plenty, but he's up against the giant Ali Abid, who's enjoying the bowling from the leggy.
Certainly, and Ali Abid going for shots. A googly there. Well read by Ali Abid. I think that was pitched up by Saad Abdullah. He just needs to read and redefine his lengths.
This is much better. Much, much better from Saad Abdullah. Now, if you're bowling googly or you're going with that leg break or slider, flipper, whatever you call it, but if you're bowling in that zone, it will not help you, cause.
Certainly, I mean, if it's too full, it won't create that kind of a spin or break to deceive the batsman. So it was in the slot, easily hit there by Ali Abid.
Yeah, you're a young man making a and trying to make a difference here and should be the impactful player as the captain expects a little bit more the young player like Saad Abdullah, who's a brilliant bowler. No wonder he's getting his game in a very important situation.
Saad Abdullah, just 14 years of age. A big shot there by Ali Abdullah. Ali Abid, beg your pardon. And he's hoinked that over long on. Fuller from Saad Abdullah. And Ali Abid will not miss on those. One of his favorite shots there, Abid.
Well, certainly that was punched well and picked up, and now he knows that where to apply the pressure. As you mentioned, 14-year-old, well, can only get under pressure. That is a massive hit, almost to tier two. One more, and it's up high. Catch it is the cry. Oh, he's done well. But that would maybe the body language of Punya says a little bit of a story. Could be a 4.
That was up in the air, went miles up in the air. Punya Mehra had a lot of time to go and take that. That was very well bowled by Sadullah. But Punya Mehra, I think, making a meal out of it.
Well, that was certainly a catch put down. Goodness me. And add a little bit of a soul to the injury. Maybe he's pulled that back or no. Well, we'll put that for the third umpire at least. Something for him.
Well, I feel that's gone over the boundary. I think that's 4 straight away. The body language of Punya Mehra said it all. He dropped the catch and rubbing salt to that injury even went over that boundary line, I think.
Yeah, you don't have much runs. Yeah, that's altogether 5th drop for me from Dubai. They need to work not only on the batting but on the fielding as well. Clearly, a chance goes down. And here, does it hit the rope? Does it hit the rope? The body language of the fielder says story here. Maybe. I think yes, maybe he's pulled it outside the boundary line.
Certainly a boundary there, but I think the only thing the third umpire might be checking there is if it's gone for 6 on the other angle when it dropped from his hand.
Yeah. That could be also a reason. A lot of things happening here at the Ring of Fire. Certainly not a good day in the office for Dubai. Yeah, this is what they are checking.
We'll talk about that batting lineup of Dubai. What do you think, Abid? What is the problem with that batting lineup?
Well, certainly I think they need to work on. Yeah, that's final confirmation coming. It's a boundary there. Only one hit away. Team Abu Dhabi and 100 up for them as well. Abu Dhabi reaches 200 in just 13.5, which Dubai was not able to. I think their batting order is the concern for them. Big shout, and says not out. Well, good call there from the umpire, and that would bring the big over to an end from the young Saad Abdullah. It's 100 for 2, Abu Dhabi. And 100 on board with just 2 wickets down for Abu Dhabi. It's been a completely a different show here.
Come on, Ronnie.
Ronak Panoli could be the final delivery. Oh, very watchful there, Jonathan. Yeah, I think it's all about that 2 points, but then also a run rate, which is a concern here for Dubai. That they must work on the run rate as well.
Certainly, and this match here, this loss, which is under progress right now, I think that run rate would take a hit, and that would not be good for Dubai.
Certainly, most certainly. This has been cut away to a say extra cover region. I think Dubai could have done little better than this. It's all about now damage control. The game is anyway is out of their control. But only what they can do is just try to pick up one more wicket maybe at the cause in the net run rate.
Well, Abu Dhabi are just one hit away, and that is that the hit? It is. That's gone all the way, and rightly well-deserved victory for Abu Dhabi. The captain hitting the winning runs all the way for 6.
Well, he's kept on hitting those sixes and got his team over the line in style. Final 6, and that was a final nail on the coffin. Well, an eye-opening for Dubai. They batted first, scored 103 and gave a target of 104, which was quite easy. Chased it down with his barring almost 5 overs in the tank. And a very big victory for Abu Dhabi. That will help their cause in the net run rate with 8 wickets, the victory.
Certainly, and those dropped catches will not help Dubai's cause. I'm sure there'll be a lot of talk in the dressing room where they will discuss their batting and certainly their fielding as well. But a well-deserved victory. Match number 12, MazaPlay.net, Emirates D20 2022, powered by Fan Code. Abu Dhabi winning the match by 8 wickets.
A big shock there for Dubai. They just had a victory last night and a defeat in the morning. And they need to get back to the drawing board, obviously, because not only because of their batting, but their fielding as well. 5 catches has been put down here, and now that's a lot. If they had held those 5 catches, the result would have been little different, but maybe a intent, a fight back, and the net run rate we are talking about. We talk about the Abu Dhabi team's intent. They were looking flawless. Look at that, the contribution, 330s, and you're par. It's been the bowling. Not a very great show for the bowlers. It was Shahid who just given 4.5 economy, and only pick of the bowler being Ahmed Shafiq, and in the end Saad Abdullah picked up a wicket as well. So that could be only the positive that you can take out from the bowling. Let's quickly have a look at the highlights, Rashid. That's how the things have started there for Abu Dhabi. That was the first wicket going down too early, and since then this partnership is taking them towards the comfortable position. They were scoring runs, they were playing fearless, no pressure whatsoever. Only 104 runs in the bank for Dubai. Their bowlers tried well to get them something, and there you go. The catches has been shelled down. Have just hit them backfired big time. A lot of opportunities going down. Saad Abdullah towards the end is been bowling slightly. Every time he bowled on the slot, he's got hammered. And that was Atta. He's powered it down, muscle it, taking those spinners for the cleaners. And that was Saad Abdullah's wicket. The young man picking up a wicket, a big one. But then, when the captain of the ship has come in, and he has, with few big hits down the ground, taken the ship towards the docks. Those were biggies, those monster hits. On the onside, downtown, that's his favorite zone. Great day for Team Abu Dhabi, registering their victory against Dubai.
Certainly, the captain steering the ship, and that's the match summary. Match number 12, Dubai electing to bat first, could only get 103 in their 19.3 overs. They were all out. Nothing much to talk about in their batting other than Ramiz and Aryan scoring those 20s. Zia Mukhtar was amazing with the ball, 4 overs. He's picked up 4 wickets and given away just 6 runs. Osama Hassan picking up that wicket, and Mazhar Bashir. Abu Dhabi in reply got to the total for the loss of 2 wickets in 14.4 overs, upping their run rate there. Kamran Atta with 35 of 32. Jonathan Figgy, the inclusion today, 34 of 35 deliveries, and Ali Abid, the captain, getting those 30 runs in quick time, 12 deliveries. Ahmed, the sole bowler who we can talk about in the Dubai side, picking up that wicket for 16 runs in his 4 overs.
There you go. That's been the case for Dubai. Not a good day. The work here, they've been cut down and been put out. But one performance particularly we would like to talk about. Zia Mukhtar has a big role to this victory over Dubai. So now it's time for the post-match presentation party, where we have Shoaib Ahmed down with the player of the match.
Welcome to the post-match presentation for the game between Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Abu Dhabi have been on a roll not only in this tournament but were the finalists in the previous one as well. And they're taking that momentum in every passing game. I think it has been a clinical performance from the team in all 3 departments of the game, regardless of whether it would be batting, bowling or fielding. And this is the team to watch out for in this edition of Mazaplay.net Emirates D20 2022 edition. Well, overall, it was a clinical performance, like I said, from Abu Dhabi, and Dubai had no chance whatsoever in this game in coming back and getting those 2 points on the table. Batting first, Dubai could only manage 103 runs on the board, which was always going to be a walk in the park for the kind of performance Abu Dhabi has put all throughout the tournament. Quite a few notable performances from Abu Dhabi. Of course, Ali Abid scoring 31 runs and Figgy also scoring 34. But the player of the match is not the one who scored runs with the bat, but with the ball in his hand. Joining me in the post-match presentation is Mr. Iftikhar Ali, the match referee. And the player of the match goes to the man who's bowled an exceptional spell. And for me, this one has been the best in the tournament so far. 4 overs, 6 runs and 4 wickets. It is none other than Zia Mukhtar, the player of the match. Brilliant bowling performance from Zia. Conceded just 6 runs. And I think आप खुद बताइए अपने लफ्जों में कि कैसा लग रहा है आज?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह का शुक्र है। कप्तान ने जो लाइन लेंथ बताई है, अपनी मेहनत की है और अपनी मैनेजमेंट का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ जिन्होंने भरोसा किया। अल्लाह का शुक्र है, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह टीम जीती है, मोमेंटम बढ़ा है। इंशाल्लाह यही मोमेंटम रखेंगे ताकि फाइनल, पिछली दफ़ा फाइनल पहुँचा लूज़ किया था, लेकिन इंशाल्लाह जीत के जाएंगे इस दफ़ा।
वेल डन। ये जज्बा जो आपका है, ये आपका ही नहीं पूरी टीम का है और ये हमें साफ साफ नज़र आ रहा है। कैसा लग रहा है टीम के साथ और टीम का माहौल कैसा है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत अच्छा माहौल है, सब बहुत जल हैं आपस में, एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। अल्लाह का शुक्र है, जो जूनियर है, सीनियर है, सारे एक दूसरे में घुल मिल गए हैं और ड्रेसिंग रूम का माहौल बहुत अच्छा है, अल्लाह का शुक्र है। मैं अपने कोचेज़ का, अपने कप्तान का, अपने सीनियर प्लेयर का बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ और ये मैं आज अपने कोचेज़, अपने कप्तान और सीनियर प्लेयर के नाम करता हूँ ये चीज़।
Well done, Zia. बहुत मजा आया आपकी bowling देखकर, and all the best for the future games as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
That was Zia Mukhtar, the player of the match, and of course, you can see the appreciation from his team members. As we mentioned, they are playing like a side, and they are looking to be a strong, strong side. That's it from the post-match presentation, but stay tuned. We've got 2 more matches lined up for you. Do not go anywhere.